Let me ask you something. The very first thing you ever did in this world was scream. Not breathe, not blink, scream. And here's something I just said in that opening that by the end of this video, you are going to understand very differently than you do right now. You have probably heard the comfortable explanation. The baby cries because birth is traumatic. The lights are bright.
The world is loud. It hurts. It is a reasonable story. It is also wrong. By the end of this, you will know exactly why every healthy newborn cries within 10 seconds of leaving the womb, and why the ones who do not are the ones doctors panic about. There are 3 reasons, and the third one rewires how you think about your own body. The first reason is mechanical. Inside the womb, your lungs were not empty. They were filled with amniotic fluid, sitting collapsed against your chest like wet paper bags.
The cry is not pain. It is the first violent inhale that rips those lungs open and forces the fluid out. Neonatal researchers call this the inspiratory cry. Without it, the lungs stay flooded. So the sound you made was not suffering. It was your body clearing a runway for the next 80 years of breathing. The second reason is temperature. The womb sits at 37 degrees Celsius. A delivery room sits closer to 22. That 10 to 15 degree drop is the largest temperature shock the human body ever experiences. Your skin sensors fire in a panic. Your nervous system interprets the signal as an emergency and triggers a full body stress response. The cry is part of that response. But here is what I have not told you yet. Neither of those is what this video is actually about. The third reason is the highest stakes biological event of your entire life, and it happened before you were 10 seconds old. In the womb, your heart did not pump blood to your lungs. A small bypass vessel called the ductus arteriosus routed blood around them because your oxygen came from the placenta. The instant you cry, the pressure in your chest cavity changes. That pressure change slams the bypass shut and reroutes your entire circulatory system through your lungs for the first time. One scream.
One full rewiring of the cardiovascular system in under a minute. If the cry does not happen, the rewiring does not happen, and within minutes, the newborn is in critical distress. That is why the delivery room goes silent, waiting for the sound. The cry is the switch. Which brings us to now. Caesarean birth rates have more than doubled globally since the year 2000, according to the World Health Organization.
C-section babies bypass parts of this cascade. They are not squeezed through the birth canal that helps expel lung fluid. Their cortisol surge is weaker. Their first cry is often delayed or assisted. And researchers at Karolinska Institute have linked these missing birth signals to higher rates of asthma, allergies, and immune dysregulation later in life. The first cry is not just a sound. It is a developmental instruction the body writes to itself. Remember the line from the opening?
Your first act was a scream. It was also the moment your body decided to live on its own terms, not a reaction to the world, a declaration to it. So the question is not why you cried when you were born. The question is what your body knew in that first second that you have spent the rest of your life forgetting. Because that same nervous system, that same stress response, that same first breath is still in you. You did not lose it. You just got quieter.
If this changed how you see something you have done every day since birth, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and stay subscribed. The next video is about what your body forgot.